Hey, welcome. Today we're going to unravel a revolution in the very fabric of our lives. Seriously, forget what you think you know about fashion, because we're looking at a future where our clothes are, well, active participants in our lives. Let's see what that actually looks like. Just take a look at this. This isn't just a shirt, it's a tool for well-being. It's an interactive garment that was designed specifically for autistic children, and it has these soft tactile surfaces, calming pressure zones. It's all built right in. This is a perfect example of how fashion is evolving way beyond looks into functional care. And that really gets to the heart of it, right? What if our clothes could do more? I mean, imagine a jacket that senses your stress levels and gives you a gentle, calming squeeze in response. That's the world that smart textiles are starting to open up for us. So, to understand how we get from a cool idea to a garment that can literally feel, we have to step inside the lab. Let's dig into the building blocks that make these incredible smart fabrics even possible. It all starts with the thread itself. This right here is conductive thread. And yeah, it looks and feels just like the ordinary stuff, but it's actually woven with materials like silver or stainless steel. That means it can carry electrical signals. It's basically the wiring, the entire nervous system invisibly built right into the cloth. Amazing. Okay, so once you've got that nervous system, you need a way for it to, sense the world. And that is where these pressure sensors come in. By layering fabrics with those conductive threads in really specific patterns, you create a little patch that can tell the difference between a light tap and a firm press. It's translating physical touch into digital data. But here's the thing. All of this incredible technology means absolutely nothing if you can't live with it. And this quote just perfectly nails the most practical challenge for designers. The stuff has to be durable, it has to be washable. I mean, you have to be able to wear it, spill your coffee on it, and then throw it in the wash without frying all that complex circuitry woven inside. So how do all these high-tech materials actually become a finished product? Well, for that, we leave the physical lab and we head over to the digital drawing board, where these complex garments first start to take shape. Get a load of this tracksuit. It looks like a photo from some high-end fashion magazine, right? Well, it's not real. At least, not yet. This entire garment was created and rendered inside a piece of software called Clo3D. This is the new blueprint for fashion. So what does a program like this actually let a designer do? Well, it's a total game changer. They can digitally create patterns, simulate exactly how a specific fabric will hang or stretch, and even test for problems, like will this seam snag if someone does yoga in it? It's basically a digital sandbox where you can perfect every single detail before you ever cut an inch of real fabric. And this whole process allows for just incredible precision. You can go from a simple concept on the left, visualizing the texture and the fit, to a super complex technical simulation, which you see there on the right. See those glowing spots? That's the designer planning out the exact placement and function of the smart sensors, seeing how they'll work with the garment as it moves. Now, making these beautiful, intricate digital models, that obviously takes some serious computing power. So what kind of toolkit does a modern digital fashion designer actually need to have? Well, it pretty much breaks down into two tiers. You've got your minimum specs, which are great if you're just learning or working on simpler projects. But for that professional, photorealistic stuff with all the complex simulations, you're going to need a much more powerful setup. Okay, for all you Windows users, the recommended build needs a modern processor and at least 32 gigs of RAM. But the real key, the thing doing the heavy lifting, is a powerful RTX series graphics card. That's what lets you render those unbelievably realistic fabric simulations. And it's a pretty similar story for Mac users. Yeah, older models will work, but for the best performance, you really want to be on Apple's M series chips. They are just optimized for this kind of demanding, creative work. And just a couple of quick heads-ups for any aspiring designers out there. The software is Windows and Mac only, no Linux or mobile. And get this, a 3-button mouse is required. That little detail really tells you how hands-on and precise the 3D work is. So, after seeing the science in the lab and the art in the digital studio, what does all this mean for the clothes that are going to be hanging in our closets? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. So, what's the big takeaway here? Fashion is becoming truly functional. It's being designed to do more than just look good. Digital tools are the engine making all this innovation possible, and you can see that the most powerful ideas are coming from real human needs. And while the pro-level work needs a powerful machine, the barrier to entry for new creators is actually getting lower all the time.
Which really just leaves us with one final question to think about. We've seen clothing that can calm and sense pressure. As this tech gets more and more common, what problems do you hope it will solve next? What do you want your clothes to do for you? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.